and she
Well,
wanted to work the
speaking
streets.
of
The woman
changing
was a
statements, one of the
prostitute.
defense witnesses that your lawyer Leonard Weinglass put forward is a guy by the name of William Singletary. He waited a decade before testifying, and this is what he said about the case. He said the shooter emerged from the Volkswagen, yelling and screaming, shot Officer Faulkner in the head and ran away. Whereupon, according to Singletary, Abu Jamal approached the scene and said, "Oh my God, we don't need this." Bent over Faulkner, who'd been shot between the eyes, and asked, "Is there anything I can do to help you?" Whereupon Faulkner's gun, which was in Faulkner's lap, miraculously discharged, hitting Jamal in the chest. Is that believable?
What I'll tell you what's believable. William Singletary said that he made several statements that night that were torn up by the police, and they gave him a script to read and said, "If you do not say what we want you to say, you will not be able to work in this town." He was ran out of the town. That is fact. That is documented. And we know this because there are reports of him making statements, taking a lie detector test. You see.
Mr. Abu Jamal, your brother, William Cook, allegedly told police on the night of the shooting, "I ain't got nothing to do with this." How come your own brother never testified at your trial or at 3 post-conviction hearings in his defense, in your defense? Where is he?
Well, I don't know where he is, but I do know that he was supposed to testify at my 1995 PCRA hearing. He was supposed to testify. He was expected to testify, but he was threatened with charges if he did testify. And just like a witness
so
was
you're saying he was
arrested
more afraid about
stand.
charges than about defending you if, in fact, you really were innocent?
Oh, no. I mean, you can be charged with anything, and you can be innocent of those charges, and you can be convicted of those charges. Those 5 children that I told you about earlier are perfect examples of that. Did he have to come and be charged with something that he was innocent of? He was charged with assaulting the police officer. That never happened. He never assaulted a police officer. My brother was a boxer. He was a Golden Gloves fighter.
But you understand the question. I mean, he was right there in the car. He was the one who had the altercation with Officer Faulkner. He, of all people, would know exactly what happened in this case, wouldn't he?
We wanted him to testify. Everyone wanted him to testify. He was listed to testify. His lawyer told him that if he testified and came, he would be open for arrest, and the prosecutors could have very easily called him themselves if they wanted him, and they also could have given him immunity to testify, and he would have been free to testify if he wished to. But why should he face, after he was
here's another thing about, look, and I've heard from the
convicted.
defense, and I've heard a lot of people say that the police were out to get you back in 1981, that they didn't like you, that they were out to get you. If that was the case, when they found you on the sidewalk near the shooting scene with a serious wound to your chest, why did they take you to the hospital for treatment? If they really wanted you gone, wouldn't they have let you bleed to death?
Do you know how much time it took me from coming from the scene to get to the hospital? Something like 40 minutes. And we're several blocks away. They were taking me to the police administration building. That's what the records say. That's what the statements say. They weren't taking me to the hospital. They were taking me to the police administration building.